Hello everyone, I'm Sunil Nayak. And basically, I'll be speaking with you all guys about labor law and employment law in India. I will be putting before you some pointers that need to be thought about while drafting of letters, say appointment letter, warning letter, show cause, discipline notes, sexual harassment policies, and has such many as such things that we should keep analyze and should interpret and also keep on reading each and every day what are the new laws and regulations coming on in India for labor law. So if you want to keep yourself abreast and updated on industrial relation, IR and labor law in India, kindly subscribe my channel and just give a thumbs up. So basically today I will be having a word with you on Contract Labor Rules and Regulation Abolition Act and fixed term contract. The thing is, during my period when I was working with different companies, I have seen that they are not able to analyze between Contract Rules and Regulation Abolition Act and Fixed Term Contract Act. Now you will call it as a FTC and CLRA. So now what thing is, while drafting an appointment letter for CLRA and FTC, what the wrong thing that people are doing is they are putting both the clauses in the appointment letter. That shouldn't be done, because FTC comes under totally different act and CLRA is a totally different act. When you do go for a CLRA license, you go to a labor officer, you apply for license, and the terms and conditions of the CLRA license or agreement or appointment letter is till a limited period, till completion of an assignment. Start date and end date will be there. Same with the FTC, but they don't go hand to hand, because CLRA is governed totally under Contract Labor Rules and Regulation Abolition Act, and FTC is governed by Industrial Dispute Act. So now what does people are doing is they are putting both the terms in one note. In the appointment letter they are stating that this is a Contract Labor Rules and Abolition Act you are appointed, and this is at the same time a FTC. How can both go hand to hand? Because when you are going for CLRA, you are going to a labor officer, you are taking a license, a labor license for that. But FTC doesn't come under that. FTC is also for a fixed term time, or fixed period is given. You are taking license under CLRA for a fixed time, but in FTC you are issuing an appointment letter for a fixed period. When the period finishes, the contract closes. There is no relationship of an employer or any relationship occurs after that. The contract is finished thereafter. But unlike in Contract Labor Rules and Regulation Act, the principal employer appoints a contractor, and through contractor they appoint some employees to work in his premises, and that too for non-core activity in the company. Because if an employer, principal employer, appoints any employee in their company for a core activity or the core business of the company, they are violating Contract Labor Rules and Abolition Act. So that should be taken into account while dealing in Contract Labor Rules and Abolition Act. But that doesn't goes with the FTC. FTC, you are appointing a person, he may be a full-fledged knowledgeable person or down the line, but you're appointing him for a fixed time. You're saying that you will be working from so and so to so and so date, and after that there is no relationship. He can't go to any company, any labor office or anywhere and dispute that I need a permanency. But in Contract Labor Rules and Abolition Act, there always if a person is working for more than 3 years in an organization, the person can claim for permanency. So these are some basic things I want to put out in pointers wise in my videos. I hope you like it, and if you have any suggestions or you need any clarification on it, you can just comment it and I will upload the video accordingly. Thanks for your watch.